Hey guys, so this video is going to show you how to get this look, which is using mostly ColourPop Cosmetics products. So it's eyeshadows, lippy stick, and their blush. And then I also use the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter, which I love. I'm very excited about this. So if you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. So I already do have some makeup on my face because we went out and ran errands earlier and I wasn't sure if I was gonna have time to record. So what I did is I do have, my foundation, I have my blush, I have my bronzer, and then my brows. And then the only thing I have on my eyes is mascara, the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC to prime my eyes, and I do have a transition color, which is the warmest color from the NYX contour palette. So this one right here. So that's all I have on my eyes is the NYX color right there. So this is what I'm starting with. I am already wearing the ColourPop blush in Birthday Suit, and I did notice because they do say on their website and the information that they send to you in your order that it applies better with your fingers. So I did notice that when I was applying the blush, I had to kind of build it up a little bit, which is fine though, that doesn't bother me. I'm using my favorite blush brush, which is the Real Techniques blush brush. And I decided to go ahead and put a little bit more on camera for you guys so you can see it. But I think it's a gorgeous color. It's really beautiful. It's a satin, it has just a little bit of a sheen to it, nothing crazy. I kind of wish I had a little bit more of a sheen or frost to it, but then that would probably make it too close to the MAC Margin blush I already have. So I do really, really love this color. I really want to try more of their blushes. So to start, like I said, for my transition color, I do have the NYX color on my eyes, and it's from the contour palette. And I'm just going to put a little bit more on, just a touch. And I'm focusing in my crease and working my way up to the brow bone, not going all the way up to the brow, but just the bone there. And I'm trying to, I want to do this quick for you so the video doesn't end up being too long. So I think what I'm going to do, I know for sure I want to use these three ColourPop colors that I have. So I've got Mittens, Drift, and Get Lucky. So I just need to decide exactly how I want to do this. I think I'm going to put, this is Mittens in the crease next. It is the matte kind of chocolate brown. And I'm going to use a somewhat fluffier brush because I don't want it to get too dark, because I think I want the darkest color to be Drift. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use the same fluffy brush that I used for my transition color. And I'm only going to pick up just a little bit. I don't even know if it really got much, but that's okay because I would rather build it up so it doesn't get too dark. So I'm focusing that on the crease. I'm not going to go all the way up to the brow bone, but I do want to build it up a little bit. So far it seems to be applying okay. Like I said, I am trying to be very light-handed with this since I don't want it to get too dark. And so far, using a brush is just fine. Since, again, they did say that your finger is the best form of application. It doesn't appear to be going on patchy or having a hard time blending. I think it looks really nice. I'm just gonna keep working on building this up until it's where I like it. I'm hoping you guys can see everything. I don't have a camera that has like a little flip screen that shows me what it is that you guys can see. So I'm hoping you can see everything just fine. Now, normally if I had brought enough brushes down here to film, I normally would not use the same brush that I use for my transition color because I like to keep that with the transition color on there so I can use that to blend out other colors on my eye. So if I was thinking ahead, I would have brought an extra fluffy brush down, but that's okay. I think we'll be just fine. So it looks like that's blending out pretty good. It's so interesting because it still feels creamy on my lid. Like, I don't know if you saw my unboxing, but these formulas are very creamy feeling, and as I like touched my eye to kind of like blend it out, it feels like a cream product, but it's not really a cream product. It's so interesting, but I really like that. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and take, I have this, this extra kind of slanted brush that my husband was sent from someone, a seller on Amazon, for us to review their product for them. And there's no product on there, so I am just using that to blend out, just to make sure that the edges are nice and soft and blended. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take Bitten, which is the, it's a pearlized color, and it's kind of a pearlized burgundy. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. So what brush do I want to use? I think I'm going to use, it's from that same set of brushes that we got from Amazon. And I know it looks like there's a little bit of product on there, but I think it's more just staining than anything because I'm trying to wipe off the extra on my arm and nothing's really coming off. So I think we're going to be okay. So I'm using this brush because it's kind of pointed and I want this color to be more concentrated in the crease. Plus this does have synthetic fibers or hairs, whatever you want to call it. And I saw, excuse me, on a YouTube video that synthetic brushes work best with blending these colors out since they're kind of like a creamier texture. I will say that this is, I don't know if you can see, there's kind of like a divot now in here, and that's because it's such a creamy, soft product at the point on this brush. This is a pretty firm brush. That's one thing I don't really like about these. It's a little firm, more firm than I would like. So it kind of made a divot. So just be gentle. Don't be going all crazy, jamming your brushes into your pots here, because you don't want to like accidentally chunk off a big section of your shadow. So I'm loving this color. It's just taking me a while to pack this color on with this brush. There's another brush that I would love to use, but it's not clean. It's got some like darker colors on there. I don't know if I could wipe it off well enough to not have any of the darker colors mixed in with this one. And I want to see, you know, I want this one to be the true color it should be, which is why I'm using this brush. The fact that these shadows are more creamy is great because there's no like fallout. Like when I load up my brush with the product, I always tap off, so if there's any fallout, it'll come off before I start applying to my face, and there's nothing coming off, so that's kind of nice. And I'm loving this color. I just don't think I'm loving the brush that I'm using. I'm gonna grab this other brush that I have that's clean. It's kind of older, it's not in the best shape, which is why I don't really use it. But I'm gonna see if this is gonna work a little bit better. I am loving this color so much, you guys. What do you think? Are you liking this color? I love that it's a pearlized color, so it has a little bit of, sheen to it. It's not super, super, super sparkly, so that's perfect because you can use that on the lid, you can use it in the crease, and it's not gonna, look weird. I don't know, I just really, really like it. Excited. Okay, so we're going to, the lighting in this room is kind of weird, so I have like a shadow on the side, so I can't tell if the eyeshadow is quite matching, so I'm just trying to figure that out. Okay, I think that's good for now. So now I'm going to take Get Lucky, and I'm going to use my finger to apply this. That is what is recommended, and I know on highly pigmented colors, that's how I like to apply them. And so I'm gonna use my finger, and again, this is like a true gold, like a yellow gold. I love it. And I'll put some on my finger, show you what that looks like right there. And then I am just gonna pack that on. That is beautiful. Oops, sorry. Bumped the table. Hopefully the camera didn't shake. If it did, I'm sorry. I really like these shadows. Okay, and now just to blend the gold color into the burgundy color, I'm just gonna take the same brush that has a little bit of, what was it, drift? Yes, drift on there, and just kind of blend that. And then I'm gonna take my brush that has mittens on it and kind of just blend the burgundy and mittens together right here. Okay, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put some black eyeliner on my bottom lash line, just kind of on the outer half. And this is Jet Black by Jordana. I get that at Walgreens. I love their lip liners and their eyeliners. They're fantastic. And then, ooh, a brush to use. I didn't bring all my brushes down, so I don't have the best selection. I think I might just go ahead and use the same brush I was using earlier for drift. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up drift again, put that on there, and then I'm gonna just smudge out that black color. And once I smudge it close to the lash line, that's when I kind of start, if I want to do like a pretty smoky look, I'll start bringing that color down just a little further, just to really, really make it look smoky. And I can kind of connect it up to the colors that we got going on over here. I got a little heavy right there. That's okay. And then a lot of times I will take the brush that I use with the transition color, and which I am aware will probably still have mittens, a little bit of mittens on there. That's totally fine. But I'll kind of either put it back into that transition color or just use what's remaining on there. And I kind of blend that down just a little further. It just kind of connects everything and softens it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a liquid eyeliner here, and I'm not sure how thick I want to do this, so I'm just going to wing it. Fun, guys. I'm going to wing it and just see where it takes me. We'll see. I might go with something thicker. I don't know. Hopefully you don't mind that I'm bringing the mirror up close. I don't have a smaller mirror down here to use, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. Easier if I set that down instead of holding it. There we go. turn this way so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. I'm just trying to even it out. And I went about halfway in. Hopefully you guys can see that I went about halfway in with my eyeliner with a wing, and I used my Jordana black liquid liner. I love this liquid liner. I do notice that if I'm using a color that has lots, it's like a pressed pigment or lots of like sparkle shimmer, it kind of doesn't apply as dark. I don't know, it just doesn't apply as dark. So sometimes what I will do, which I think I might do, I don't have my favorite brush down here, but I'm going to put gel liner over the top of this liner just to deepen it up a little bit. And I am taking the Maybelline gel liner in black. I really like the L'Oreal one. I feel like there's less transfer. I feel like sometimes when I use this one, because it is so creamy, when if I do my like really thick eyeliner, it'll kind of transfer the line up into my crease, which I don't always want. I never want that. So I use the L'Oreal one a lot because I feel like that one doesn't budge. So again, I'm sorry, I have to take this mirror close to me so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So that just helps to make the liner just a little bit darker. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight using the Becca Champagne Pop, which is the Jaclyn Hill collab highlighter, which this is my first time actually using it, so I'm very excited. And I don't think I've ever used this brush, whew, a lot came off there, before, so for highlighting, I haven't used this brush for highlighting before. Can you guys see how pretty that is? It's just a beautiful, soft shimmer. If I had slightly brighter lights, it would be a little bit more noticeable. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I like to put some on the tip of my nose and sometimes down the center. I don't usually let it connect all the way. I usually start right here at the bridge and go down, leave a space, and then go ahead and put some on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna do my Cupid's bow. And I'm actually gonna do a little on my brow bone. And I'm just gonna use the same brush, that's fine. If I use a smaller brush for the brow bone, it would be more concentrated. But it doesn't need to be concentrated right now. I'm gonna add a little more. I really wanna glow this up. And then earlier I did put some bronzer on. I used the Too Faced medium deep color, and I did not contour. I think I'm going to contour just a little bit, and I am taking the same brush that I used for highlight. I'm just kind of brushing off any excess that might be there. And then I'm taking this, it's the coolest color, the lightest, coolest color that they have in the NYX contour palette. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and very lightly put that in the hollow of my cheeks. I've always thought that this brush would work really well for contour, but I've never actually used it for contour, so this is the first time I'm doing that as well. It's not bad. Okay, so now I think I did, like I said, I do have some mascara on that I applied earlier. I meant to bring it down so that I could add some more coats, but I think what I'll just do is go ahead and put on some false lashes since I have some sitting here. So let me do that. I'm trying to decide which ones I want here, guys. So I am applying the black 401 Ardell lashes. I've never worn these before. I've had these for a long time, but I've never actually worn them. Hopefully they look good. We will find out. My biggest tip for putting on false lashes is after you apply the lash glue, let it sit for a little while so that it can start to get tacky. If you try to put the lashes on right after you apply the glue, it's not going to be tacky and they're just going to slide all over your eye. Okay, the lashes are on, and I did notice when I pulled the lashes off of the packaging that the glue that I used to hold it onto the packaging was pretty thick. And I did notice it, but I thought once I put it on my eye that it wouldn't be noticeable. I didn't want to try peeling it off and then ruining the lashes. But I am noticing, I don't know if you can see it, but up close you can kind of see where the glue was from when they tried gluing it on the little tray here. So that's kind of noticeable. A good way to, you know, correct that, fix it, hide it, I guess would be the best term, would be to go in and then thicken up your eyeliner. So I may do that, I may not. I'm gonna think about it while I'm doing my lips. But I'm going to use ColourPop's Lumiere, and I did not buy the matching lip liner that comes with it, but I just recently got this Jordana Baby Berry color, which I've never used, and it looks pretty close to the color of Lumiere. So I'm thinking it'll work just fine. I'm hoping it's not too berry of a color. And again, sorry, I gotta bring this mirror closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. I really like this color. Okay, I love this color. I was a little worried as I applied the lip liner that it was going to be too berry of a color, but once I put on Lumiere, it looks perfect. It looks just fine. I really love the color, and I think it goes really well with the eyeshadow colors that I use. I think this lip color would work with so many different things, but because I use the Drift color, which is kind of the burgundy color, I think that kind of ties them together really well. And I'm not even gonna worry about the fact that you can kind of see a little bit of the glue on my lashes, but just know if that's something that happens to you, you can try to go back with liquid liner or gel liner and just kind of bring in your liner closer, and then it'll kind of camouflage that. I should have tried pulling it off a little, but I didn't want to ruin the lashes, so oh well, not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. This is the look using ColourPop eyeshadows, blush, and the lippy sticks. And then I use the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics highlighter. I really love the look. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It is great for any time of year, but it's starting to lean, for me, I'm very looking forward to the fall. Fall is my favorite season, and this just reminds me of fall. So I'm very excited to wear this look. I will do some more looks for you soon especially using the ColourPop eyeshadows that I got, since I'm so excited that I have those now. And I'm hopefully going to be buying more soon, and I will share that with you when I do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, this tutorial. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.